Hello everyone, and thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Mademoiselle Lynna, and you can find me online at scottishsunflower.com. Today we are here to do the Taurus Tarotscope for October 2024. In order to prepare for this reading, please clear your mind and focus on the question or situation that you most desire the answers to this month. The Significator. This card represents you or the situation you are asking about. The Chariot. The Chariot shows that you can overcome any hardship through a directed and determined mind. Concentrate on your desired outcome and prepare for the battle of your life. Defy the limit you place upon yourself and others. Do not let excuses hold you back any longer. Remember, you will never be beaten if you never give up. Be resourceful and do whatever is necessary to fulfill your dreams. Free your imagination and use it to form a viable plan. Take the initiative, build unstoppable momentum, and move yourself forward in a new direction. This covers you. This card represents the general atmosphere around the focus of the reading. Whether the focus be you or a situation, the covering card gives a metaphor of the energies at work. 10 of Swords. External forces are violently assaulting the serenity of your psyche. You may find yourself unable to withstand the negative influences of your environment as destructive thoughts thrust themselves upon your mind. Although you have no power over these outside invaders, you must remember that you have absolute authority over your internal realm. Refuse to be victimized by your circumstances. Know that you are emotionally strong enough to repel the onslaught of a sadistic world. Stretch your possibilities and expand your options. Break out of the mental confines that keep you helplessly entombed in a grim predicament. The 10 of Swords also forewarns of utter despair and agonizing defeat. Be prepared for what might appear to be inescapable suffering. The prolonged ordeal you might undergo could ultimately reach the point of torture. Pain may come at you from every angle as you find yourself overwhelmed by multiple problems. Miserable events could culminate in a tragic ending. This crosses you. This card represents the energies arrayed in opposition to the cover card. This card is always read right side up. If the card is positive, it can help the cover card rather than hindering it. 3 of Swords. The 3 of Swords symbolizes a period of severe heartache. Tragedy overshadows all you could be happy for. It's a wonder you are still standing in light of the sadness, which lacerates your soul. Everything around you leads you to believe that you are hopelessly stuck in an unending state of grief. Although events beyond your control have darkened your mood, you must realize that you are the one in control of your emotions. The origin of this unwarranted pain can come from a variety of possible sources. You might be suffering over the absence or loss of a loved one. In this time of mourning, awful feelings of separation seem unbearable. Thoughts of those you miss will likely dominate your mind and upset your spirit. Perhaps you feel unable to exist without them. The 3 of Swords might tell of a romantic breakup ending in disaster or of a disloyal friend who has betrayed your confidence. Such hurtful events will leave you feeling as if your tender heart has been impaled by cold steel. Infidelity could be another way to interpret this gloomy card. A lover's deception may be revealed, bringing irreconcilable mistrust into the relationship. On the other hand, maybe you are the one causing distress to another through your deceptive and unfaithful actions. This card may also mean that a stormy or violent relationship is looming overhead. Instead of love, all you receive from this abusive bond is heart-wrenching pain and mental anguish. The root of the matter. This card is a metaphor for everything that is the foundation of the covering card. This card reveals the root of the matter. Justice. Justice calls on you to make clear and firm decisions based on truthful facts. Let your conscious mind guide you to logical conclusions. At this time, it is important to weigh your options and balance your choices. Do not let anything interfere with your objective reasoning while searching for answers. The Justice card may be advising you to assume complete responsibility for your actions. Do not make matters worse than they need to be. Know that you must do what is morally right, regardless of the consequences. Additionally, the card could refer to legal issues that you must attend to. Contracts need to be carefully evaluated. Judgments will turn out favorable if so desired. The past. This card describes energies that are ending or waning in the situation. 9 of Swords. In the gloom of the night, every shadow is suspect. When the foreboding 9 of Swords materializes in your reading, it is a dramatic sign that you are overly focused on your fears and anxieties. You may find yourself incapable of sleep as your worried thoughts loop in an endless cycle of distress. Horrible notions twist your mind and heighten the suffering of your weary soul. Paranoia immobilizes your potential. Guilt and regret eat away at you without mercy, and you imagine the worst possible outcomes for the future. Irrational fixations over sickness and death relentlessly haunt you. These negative emotions could spiral out of control, leaving you susceptible to prolonged bouts of depression. You could also be experiencing excessive concerns over loved ones, or a preoccupation with things that you have no control over. This crowns you. This card shows something that may happen, but is not certain to happen in the situation. Strength. When strength appears in your reading, it advises you to combine your mental and physical energies into one indomitable force. Once this happens, you will have the power to endure any ordeal. Like a muscle, you will expand by courageously dealing with the demands life places on you. Always show bravery in the face of fear. Refuse to let adversity get the best of you. In addition, the card may be challenging you to take control of your inner demons. By gaining the upper hand, you will be better able to cope with the troubles of the outside world. The future. This card shows what will most likely happen in the future. Ace of Swords. Feel the awesome power of the Ace of Swords rising up inside you. Your indomitable spirit will unite with your mind, becoming a razor-sharp force for good. As your conscience bursts with new insights, it will become increasingly difficult for you to sit idly by and ignore the rampant spread of inequity in your life. Uphold your principles and defend your rights. Now is the time to turn your energetic thoughts into heroic action. You may be summoned to champion a moral cause in a quest to expose the truth and challenge injustice. Be brave and do not fear taking the fight to the enemy. By focusing on a cause, you will be able to cut intimidating problems down to size and triumph over adversity. Hopes and fears. This card represents your hopes and fears in the matter. Death. The Death card marks the abrupt conclusion of one aspect of life and the start of another. Know that death is not the end, but merely the point of transition within a cycle of continuous change. It marks the perpetual transference of energy from one form of existence into another. Have no fear of your metamorphosis. Accept that this change is inevitable and permanent. There is no going back to the way things were. Though your situation may appear grim, feel at ease. Good things are waiting to emerge from bad situations. New creations will arise from decay and revitalize what has been ruined. All that is old will soon be swept away, clearing the path for new and promising beginnings. Family and friends. This card is a metaphor for the influences and energies of family and friends in the situation. King of Cups. The King of Cups is in full command of his emotional state. Let him be your mentor as you learn to control your innermost feelings. Know that by maintaining your composure during a time of crisis, you will be better able to solve any problem. In addition, someone may be looking to you for advice or counsel. Be sympathetic to the needs of others without seeking a reward in return. Become an ambassador of harmony and bring out the good in everyone you meet. The caring example you set will be an inspiration to all. The broad-minded king also recommends that you let your creativity reign. Do not be afraid to embrace your eccentricities. Unleash the wondrous beauty inside of you and turn whatever you touch into a magnificent work of art. Dreams and ideals. This card represents your dreams and ideals in the matter. 8 of Wands. The 8 of Wands illustrates a moment in your life when you may be acting in haste. This could be because you are anxious to get started on a project or wish to get something unpleasant over with as quickly as possible. Regardless of your situation, you may want to stop and reconsider your current course of action. Do not do something you might regret. Be sure to get all the facts before making an important decision. In this card, the wheat field could represent one's fertile mind. The wands may then symbolize unwelcome thoughts or emotions that keep popping up despite attempts to wipe them out. Do not despair. New insights will come to change your perception of this growing problem for the better. The 8 of Wands might also signify the urgency to eliminate bad habits. It is time to be strong and take control of your life. Do not hesitate or let anything prevent you from slashing your negative behaviors down to size. Finally, the 8 of Wands could be a symbolic expression of hate and anger. Beware. This woman's formidable energy is poised to destroy something out of spite, jealousy, or envy. What will come? This card represents the outcome of the question, the progression of events in the situation, the end of the story. Page of Swords. The insightful Page of Swords demonstrates that you need not accept the depressing conditions that surround you. Follow the self-empowered path he blazes and let his bold actions serve as an example. Like him, you must open your mind in order to recognize unfamiliar possibilities. Always look for the good in every situation and use it to your advantage. Remember to take full responsibility for everything that happens to you. Regardless of your circumstances, you must remain true to yourself. Never let anyone discourage your ambitions. Trust that your talents and abilities will see you through even when there seems to be no hope in sight. I hope this reading has helped you and will help lead you and guide you throughout the month. If it has helped you and you feel it will help someone else, please feel free to share this video. And remember to comment, like, and subscribe to my channel. If you would like a more personal and in-depth reading, you can book online at www.scottishsunflower.com. And be sure to check out all the goodies on my website while you are there. I look forward to speaking to you soon. Love you bunches. Bye-bye.